Once again, we're playing Magic. cEDH TV gameplay, me and Pontus, here against Death.
Yeah.
And Rhetoric.
What's up, y'all?
As requested, I'm playing Simic Kodama Sakashima. Those who don't know it, it is basically a double Kodama, which means that you get double Kodama tricks, so you can do some very cool land tricks where you basically sit there and flicker lands into play infinitely for infinite mana and infinite cool tricks. However, another bonus thing for all of you who are watching, if you want me to play whatever strange creation of crazy deck, the first comment with a Moxfield decklist link, I will play that, whatever it is. I'm up for the challenge. I'm always trying out new crazy ideas, so I did that on my live streams where I played people's suggestions from the live stream. So if you want me to play any deck, leave it in the comments and I will play that deck.
So you'll play Chandler? Are you saying that, Mons? You'll play?
Yep, anything.
Yeah.
If you want me to win, give me a good deck. If you want me to lose, give me a casual deck.
Welcome back to more Jurassic Park action, and once again trying to build the park. I need your support by not countering me or winning before I win.
Back with TNT, you know, I really liked its performance last game we played, and yeah, it's kind of following the same Thrasios Yoshimaru build with devoted druid lines and other things like that to make infinite mana and blast away or draw your deck, things of that sort.
I'm playing Marneus Calgar. The idea of the deck is basically just like Esper control, kinda. So it's development of value engines and when with the classics like the Monte Trail, Tazurko Consult, and stuff like that.
Now let's look at some openers.
I'm actually gonna keep this and hopefully dig with Mana Morphos and Preordain while keeping Delay of Fierce Guardianship up. We really need, you know, some of that interaction. So I'm just gonna keep this and hope for the best.
So we got Labman in hand, we have Savage Summoning, we do have a little bit of ramp. Savage Summoning would be good if I could draw into something like Swift Reconfiguration or something like that. I mean, this can't be countered. I don't know, this seems like a risky keep though. It'd be a Flusterstorm, so some of the turbo stuff helps kind of play a little reactively, just ramp up. This might be a slightly slower game, but who knows? So I'm going to take a risk and I'm going to keep it. All right, take it away, Pontus.
Okay, let's look at the first 7. Yeah, so no colored mana sources, no fast mana, a Dranith, which is kind of good, but yeah, this hand isn't good. Just mulligan. A no-lander. Let's mulligan again. Yeah, we have no acceleration in this hand, and our cards don't really play well together. Yeah, go to 5. These hands has been horrible, and this hand is pretty good. This isn't the best hand I've ever seen in my life, and it's a 5. Yeah, just keeping lands, this black market connection. We're on tapping turn 2 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So we have a turn 2 commander even. That's actually pretty good. We don't have any interaction. We're not actually live until turn 3, but I think this is still a really good hand. So we didn't get that punished. It's perfectly fine, even pretty good. Just bottoming 2 lands because who needs lands, right?
Yay, I get to go first. I will draw a card for turn. That's a good card. I will play Rograkh. I play Polluted Delta. I will, what's it called? Tutor for something. Panic Island will do. Lose 1 life. We are not done just yet. I will cast Preordain. I will put one of them on the bottom of my library, and the other one I will draw, and then I will cast this Chromox, exiling this Delay. That's it, that's my turn.
Very exciting death. I will draw a card for turn. I will shock in a Breeding Pool, tap Breeding Pool for a Noble Hierarch, and ship the turn to Pontus.
Take my turn. Play this Scrubland. Cast this Mana card. Cast this Black Market Connection. So the card says at the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, I may choose 1 or more. So I may create a treasure and lose a life. I may draw a card and lose 2 life. I may create a 3/2 colorless shapeshifter creature token with Changeling and lose 3 life. I would like to cast this Mox Opal. Then I will pass the turn.
Impressive start, so I'm gonna draw a card. Nice. I'm gonna play this Mr. Rainforest, sacrificing it immediately. Finding a tropical island, tap that one for green, and connect a wild growth to my tropical island. And then I'm finishing my turn with a mana crypt and passing.
Next turn, Woodsy Footsies. I will go and find a tropical. A green, blue from Chromox, cast my other commander, Thrasios. Then I will do Ye Old Big Passive.
Move to my turn. Shock in Watery Grave. I guess this deck likes pain. We'll see. So we will do that to cast Thrasios. So I will pass turn.
Take my turn. In my pre-combat main phase, crypt, I will have a black market connections trigger. I would like to create a treasure token and lose a life, and then draw a card and lose 2 life. So lose 3 life and make a treasure and draw a card. I roll for crypt, does this damage. I rolled a 4, so no damage. Land of turn will be a Sea of Clouds. I will tap mana crypt to cast the Sol Ring. Tap my Sol Ring, I have 1 floating, tap 3 more for a marneus calgar. I will then use my colorless floating and crack this treasure to cast a blind obedience. Blind obedience resolves, and I'll pass my turn.
Untap. Heads is damage. Tails, so no damage. Draw a card for turn. I'm gonna play this Flooded Strand as a land drop. I'm gonna tap out, sacrificing this, finding a forest to cast my 5 mana Memory Jar. It comes into play tapped because of blind obedience. But then I pass the turn.
Cast a mana Morphos, blue and a red. I will draw a card, play Spire Gardens, cast a Windfall.
So I have the most cards in hand in this spot. So I have like a little bit of an advantage. I'm tempted to Flusterstorm this because Laboratory Maniac, Savage Summoning, Devoted Druid, we have like a couple different ways to maybe get closer to a win. So it's tempting to do it. I know I should hold up like Protection, but I don't know. I'm maybe convinced I could find some more if I just grind value with a Thrasios later on. So we're going to make that decision because I enjoyed this game and I enjoy learning from it. So we will see what happens. I'm going to be cringe and cast Flusterstorm targeting Windfall.
I will not pay any extra. Have that countered. Pass the turn.
Take my turn. Scalding turn. Crack Scalding turn. I told you I like pain. Tundra? All right, I will attack you with Thrasios, Mons.
I'll take 2 because of the Exalted.
And then I will lose a life, draw a card. Pass turn.
Take my turn, roll for crypt, odds is damage. I roll the 4 again, no damage. I will draw for turn. In the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, Black Market Connections will trigger. Choose each mode. So I will create a treasure, which will trigger Marneus. I will create a shapeshifter, which will also trigger Marneus because it's 2 different instances of tokens entering the battlefield. And I will draw a card. So draw 3.
That is honestly really good.
Yes, I agree.
I was a little bit skeptic when I saw Black Market Connections first, but now it absolutely makes sense.
Same, dude. Move to combat. You said you like pain, right, Rhetoric? 6 coming at you.
Yes, I do like pain. Sure. 6. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
Since I also like pain, I will shock in this Godless Shrine for 2 life. Tap 4 mana for this Mothering Tide.
Here's a Fierce Guardianship.
Sure, it's fierce.
No, you have enough value. You don't need more.
I need everything.
No.
Greed!
Denied.
Pass the turn with that.
Untap, heads is damage, tails, no damage. Go to my turn, draw a card. Play this Inventor's Fair. I am going to cast my Kodama by tapping out exactly 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's another green source, so total 6. And with Kodama in play, I have no further effects. I pass.
Next turn. Look at this beautiful island I will put into play. It's Phyrexianized. I will just pass the turn.
Exotic Orchard. I think we're kind of in the sit back and grind position, so we're going to pass turn as well. I will move to combat. With Noble Hierarch's Exalted Portents, I will attack Death with Tymna, which makes it a 3-3.
Hit me, baby, one more time. I'll take the free.
Gain 3 life, lose a life, draw a card. Capacios Thrasios.
I will move to my turn. Roll for crypt, odds is damage. I rolled a 2, no damage. This feels rigged. We have Black Market Connectors trigger again. Once again, I would like to do each mode. So creating treasure, creating a shapeshifter, and drawing a card normally. So draw 3, losing 6. Float a colorless to cast this Diabolic Intent, sacrificing my non-hasty shapeshifter. Diabolic Intent resolves. I will use the colorless floating to cast this Hullbreaker Horror.
So you win if this resolves.
I hope so, yeah.
So question to all of you. I need your... I'm first in priority here. Do you guys want me to crack the Memory Jar? Do you have interaction or do you need interaction?
I will stop Pontus from winning if you crack the Memory Jar.
You will guarantee, okay.
Do you think I should crack the Memory Jar like now?
On the stack, yes. If it's on the stack, I will kill Pontus on the stack. And everyone else by chance, but you know.
Oh, so you're winning on the stack. Okay.
I don't know exactly what you're gonna do. Like, more specifically, that's what you're gonna do.
You will crack Memory Jar, and I will polymorph in response. Well, I will find a card that will help me polymorph, and I'll polymorph instant speed. No, I will polymorph my creatures while the Hullbreaker is on the stack and win the game.
I don't like that way of interacting with Pontus, honestly.
Well, the thing is, Hullbreaker is uncounterable.
Yeah, the thing is, like, me interacting to make another person win the game is not an interaction like I want to do. you. So if you can like promise to divergent his Hullbreaker Horror, I'm more interested in doing this.
I can do it while it's on the stacks.
How about this? How about this? I am going to pass priority and let you mystical tutor for something different. And if you mystical tutor for something different, I will let you have that thing. So I pass on the Hullbreaker Horror.
I will do the mystical red elemental blast on top of my library.
Oh, we like that. Let the Hullbreaker Horror resolve first.
Hullbreaker Horror resolves. I would like to cast this. I don't have space. Mox Diamond. Trigger Hullbreaker Horror. Targeting the Mox Diamond. Mox Opal.
And now in response to that, I'm going to sacrifice my memory jar. So everyone gets to exile their hands somewhere faced off and draw face down a new hand of 7.
Casting red elemental blast, targeting Hullbreaker to destroy it.
You sure? There's a Thrasios over there. You know that, right?
No, Hullbreaker has to die.
I will respond to your red elemental blast.
Sure.
Fierce Guardianship. I would like to bounce my mana crypt.
I drew nothing, guys. I pass on the Fierce Guardianship.
Deflecting SWAT on the stack, targeting Fierce Guardianship.
Pact the SWAT. I will bounce my Sol Ring.
Cast this miscast on your pack.
Spicy!
I'm passing a miscast. Pact is counter. So I bounce my Sol Ring. Now we're back to deflecting SWATs targeting Fierce.
Yeah, I will redirect Fierce to target deflecting SWAT, which will make it fizzle.
That resolves. Fierce has countered itself. I bounce my mana crypt. Red Blasts. I pass. Hullbreaker is red blasted. We're back to Mox Diamond on the stack. I'm bouncing my Mox Opal. Mox Diamond resolves. I will discard this Polluted Delta to it. I will play this Tundra, land of return. Cast this Mox Opal. Cast this Mana Crypt. Talisman of Progress. I'll tap the Talisman for a Sol Ring. Pay 2 life to cast a Gitaxian Probe targeting Rhetoric. Move to combat. Rhetoric for 9.
No response.
Take 9. Cast this Toxic Deluge, paying 3 life, and paying a black to extort, gaining back the 3 life.
I will just float the mana, and I'm going to pass priority on Toxic Deluge.
My Shapeshifter dice. Sacrifice this treasure, tap this for blue, cast this Dramatic Reversal.
What in the world did I give you with this memory jar?
This is my last card in hand. I'm just untapping the mana, and because I'm discarding it.
Like the really sad part about this memory jar being an interactive card, like it felt like we really needed it, but even though like we're giving so much value to Pontus because he's the only one getting to use the value from the memory jar. So
Reversal results. Pass my turn.
I want to respond to the trigger of Memory Jar. I'm gonna cast this Chain of Vapor targeting Kodama.
Sweet.
why?
Because then if you put it into your hand, you get to discard it.
I mean, yeah, but look at that board state.
Yeah, but he has no cards in hand, so you're next. Get it?
He's gonna regain his entire hand he already had before.
My hand before just cast the Hullbreaker Horror. It didn't really do much more.
But I mean, we're getting rid of his commander that draws cards. I mean,
you can also just get rid of my commander. It's a Chain of Vapor, not a Path to Exile.
Yeah, you can, come with me on this journey.
I can't afford that. If you're returning my commander to my hand, I need my lands. I'm out of the game if I sacrifice my land. If you do this, you're interacting with the weaker link. I will reveal my hand that I'm gonna regain. It's not that amazing. So this is what I'm gonna have on my turn besides the draw. So just saying. But you can do it if you still want to.
I will Chain of Vapor away Marneus.
Marneus is bounced. I will sacrifice this Godless Shrine to bounce the Kodama.
Yep, that is correct play. But we still made like him Pontus lose his commander and land here. I think it's good, guys. Teamwork.
You just didn't want to sacrifice your land. You're greedy.
I don't want to sacrifice my land, no.
So I guess Monster, you're not continuing the chain, and the chain has ended.
I am not continuing the chain. Memory Yard resolve. We exile with discard our hand, and we regain our old hand we had before all this. All right, go to my turn. Heads is damage. Heads. I take damage. Then I'm gonna untap and draw a card. I'm gonna cast a Heroic Mage, floating a green. Using that, I'm gonna find the Cloudstone Huryu artifact, CMC free, and then use this green mana here, this one, and cast the cool artifact. And after this bouncy rock egg comes into play, I will pass the turn.
Cast Rograkh. That's it. Pass the turn.
Avacyn's Pilgrim, play Bloom Tender on turn 5. Comes in tapped. Yep, pass turn.
Finally rolled a 3, so take 3. I will draw for turn. I will have a Black Market Connections trigger. I will lose 3 life, make a treasure, and draw a card. Sadly, not drawing extra for my command. Play a land for turn. Mystery first. I would like to crack it, losing life, finding an Argon Sea. 7 mana to cast my commander, paying a black to extort to gain 3 life, and each of you loses 1.
First, I'm gonna cast a Boreal Druid, triggering Cloudstone Curio, bouncing my Trophy Mage back to my hand. I'm gonna put this into Suspend, the Lotus Bloom, adding 3 suspend counters to it. Use the Mana Crypt to cast an Arcane Signet, it comes into play tap. And with the 3 remaining mana, I'm casting a Trophy Mage, comes into play tap. I'm not bouncing my Boreal Druid for this.
I'll respond to your Trophy Mage trigger, casting an Archivist of Ogba.
I'm gonna let this one resolve. In that case, I don't really think I have an artifact I want to tutor for in any case, so I'm not gonna search. It is a May search on this one, so you don't get to draw a card, and I'll pass after this.
Take my turn. I'll play this Verdant Catacomb, be casting Thrasios, and then I will just pass.
Do Ancient Tomb. I'd like to cast Green Sun Zenith for 2. Well, what am I gonna find? Well, oh, I know what I'm gonna find. All right, never mind. I'm gonna get Kinnan. I need blockers though. Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Move to my turn. Untap, upkeep, I will roll for crypt. All this damage, roll the 6, no damage. Draw for turn. In my pre-combat main phase, I have a Black Market Connection trigger. I will choose to activate each mode, taking 6 damage and making a treasure, a shapeshifter, and drawing a card. 2 triggers on Marneus for making 2 tokens. I'll draw 2. Land for turn will be this Ursa Saga. Phantasmal Image. Image will enter as a Kinnan. Oh. Now we have a lot of mana. Overloading this Cyclonic Rift, extorting as well. So you each lose 1 life, I gain 3. Only I can have a Kinnan.
Negation exile this mental misstep.
I will move to combat. I'm actually hitting you, Rhetoric.
That guy there
Yeah,
did you dirty.
yeah, I know.
All right, no
I
problem.
don't care. I don't spite play.
I'll take the damage.
Like to pass my turn.
Heads is damage. Tails, no damage. Untap and draw a card. Nice. Good draw. Good draw. So that board state is absolutely amazing, and I want to interact with it, so I'm gonna cast a Gilded Drake. Gilded Drake ETB. I will take the 40k Space Marine Captain Margus, and you can have my free flying. I am not using my Cloudstone Courier trigger.
I don't really like that, so I will respond. So activate Marneus to create a 2/2 white Astartes Warrior creature token with Vigilance. Token ETB, so I will draw a card. And then we can trade creatures.
I gain Marneus. Pass.
Let's take my next turn. I don't know, I feel like this board state is just like, you guys play around doing crazy things. I'm just gonna be really chill. I will not do anything. I will just pass it.
End of your turn and spin Kinnan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is a straight up whiff. So they're gonna go on the bottom. I don't like this game Magic the Gathering anymore. I decided I quit. Cast Thrasios comes and taps. I think I just pass. Ugh, that's gross. Go ahead.
In your end step, I'll tap for blue. I would like to Chain of Vapor the Marneus.
I am going to respond by activating him and creating 2 Space Marines. 2 Astartes. And then I will draw a card because of that. And then I have no further response to Chain of Vapor. It will go to your hand. Do we copy? I mean, we could literally here copy the Chain and take my Gilded Drake back. Just go back to status quo. We should copy regardless. We are going to sacrifice this forest to copy. And I'm going to target the Phantasmal Image that is a Kinnan to make Image Kinnan be sacrificed. And that will make the Chain fizzle and stop as well.
Move to my turn. Untap. Roll for crypt. All this damage. Roll the 4, no damage. Draw for turn. Level Black Market Connections trigger. I would like to draw a card and make a treasure, so lose 3 life. I also have a trigger to add a counter on my Ursa Saga. Move to combat. I will attack Rhetoric for 3 in the air, 3 on the ground, and then 4 more Vigilance creatures. Or 4 more power and Vigilance creatures. 2/2s.
I think I will lay down these 2 fellas. Absence Program and Bloom Tender will go in front of your 3 on the ground and just one of your 2/2s. Yeah, I think I just block with Kinnan as well. All right, and then before damage, I'll spend Kinnan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just have a... yeah, that is non-human. Okay, all right. Doughty Voidwalker comes and tapped.
Cast Marneus and Extort. So I gain 3, you each lose 1, and I have a Marneus on the stack. Cast this Mana Vault, Extorting. Tap this Talisman for it colorless. Tap Ursa Saga to create a token. It will be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trigger Marneus, draw a card. Land for turn will be a island. Passing with that.
And I gain a life from this land here. Go to my turn, draw a card. So because Because we sacrificed the land, we actually can't cast Kodama. However, we're going to cast Mystic Remora and a Lotus Cobra. And then I will pass the turn.
I want to do something at the end of turn. Activate Thrasios. I will scry this card to the bottom and reveal this Veil of Summer. And then I will go to my next turn. I will play this beautiful Phyrexian Forest. I will feed the fish by casting Oko Broko. Turn Constant Curio into a 3/3. Your combo piece.
Yeah.
You have an extra blocker.
This is a 3/3. Here it is. Yellow thing is a 3/3 beast.
And then I will just pass the turn.
You're gonna keep me alive unless Pontus is gonna do something at the end step.
I was considering attacking you and killing you to steal Pontus' frag, but I'm not a kill stealer.
To untap. Yeah, I'll just pass.
Go to my turn. Untap, upkeep, roll for crit. Also damage, I rolled a 1, so I take 3. I will draw for turn. Then I will first have an Ursa Saga trigger, and then I will have a Black Market trigger. I'll resolve the Ursa trigger first, but I'll respond to it, making another construct token. Trigger marneus, I draw a card. Then Ursa Saga trigger will be on the stack to resolve. It sacrifices itself. I'm searching for a CMC 1 or 0 artifacts. I have like all of my targets in play already. I'm finding a Lotus Battle. Black Market Connections. I will once again choose each mode. I will make a Shapeshifter and I will draw a card. So I will draw a card for the Black Market Connections. I have 2 draw triggers from Marneus. I will draw one, and in response to the other, I will cast this Musical Tutor. Not paying for fish. Extorting the Musical Tutor resolves. Putting in the Monarch's Betrayal on the top of my library.
I will cast Noxious Revival, paying 2 life to put one of your fetch lands, I think, into your top of your library.
I will respond. Activate Marneus.
I will respond myself. Veil of Summer. Because you cast a blue spell, I get to draw a card. So Veil of Summer resolves?
Yep.
I will draw a card. Not really helpful. Alright, you can resume your triggers.
Okay, so my Marneus will create 2 more tokens, who are Summoning Sick. Draw trigger on the stack for Marneus. Then Noxious Rival resolves, putting a land on top of my library. Then I have a draw trigger from creating my Shapeshifter. I'll draw. I will play this Ancient Tomb as land for turn. My board is so messy. Cast in the Monarch Trail.
I'm going to respond with a Pact of Negation because there is a Displacer Kitten in Death's Graveyard, and I really think you can win with this if you get your hands on that.
I will respond. I will cast a Mana Drain on the Pact.
So I suddenly drew into the magic card, or well, I already had this in my hand all the time, Endurance, but I drew into this. So now I can pitch this green card, cast Endurance, and I'm gonna shuffle back the Scary Kitten, targeting Death, to shuffle back his entire graveyard into his library, to the bottom of his library.
You can continue, I'll just periodically be putting these on the bottom of my library.
Non control resolves. So what do you have in graveyard, Mons?
Key cards is Grim Monolith, Cycrift, and Memory Jar. So you can literally like destroy your entire board
So
states if you want
what's the other ones?
Those are it. The rest are basically lands and a Pact Negation.
Cast your Grim Monolith. You may draw. I will tap 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast a Overloaded Cycrift.
Draw a card! That is not an interaction. I have no response to this. I pass.
Cycrift resolves. Move to combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. So here we have the situation where Death is the one who has more mana to potentially recover with, but Mons have more cards. None of you are scared. Neither of you are scary right now. I think Mons' deck is the one who has a harder time winning out of nowhere. That could just... he has no graveyard, so Breach doesn't win. So in the scenario when I can choose who to kill and Mons is an alternative, it's not really a choice. 20, 23. Yeah, I'm hitting Mons with these 2 creatures as well, so I'm hitting you for 27 damage.
I'm dead.
Then I would like to move to cleanup. Go ahead.
I draw a card and concede. I have nothing. I draw Exploration. You win, Pontus.
GG.
Never really got a chance to get Kodama into play and do its thing. It was always more or less skilled and interacted in some form way, but well, Kodama is a very fast combo deck, so people reacted correctly here, I think.
Here's why I normally don't play Polymorph. I normally don't do anything, but I still had fun playing and hoping to get to a Natali. Maybe next time.
We had Devoted Druid and Savage Summoning in our hand, not too far away. Good game.
We didn't actually draw that much gas this game. It was just basically grinding value, amassing a board, and eventually we got the kill by just beating people down. That's the Esper way, I guess.